Hi, I'm Karen. Welcome to 45 Minutes of Yoga. So glad you could join me today. So this is a yoga flow that encourages long, lean muscles, and it helps with your flexibility and your balance. You're going to get some deep stretches for the hips, for the shoulders. Those are two vulnerable joints that all the muscles that surround need to be flexible to keep our back healthy. Okay. We are going to do some abdominal strengthening things as well towards the end, some stretches with a yoga strap. So either grab a karate belt or a necktie that somebody's not using, a piece of rope, anything like that to use as your yoga strap. This is a Skype class that I videoed, so when I'm facing the camera, when I say left or right, either do what you see me doing or do what you hear me saying. And lastly, but not leastly, please take this at your pace. Bring yourself fully present here without distraction before you start. Naturally, we are human and distracting thoughts come in and out of our mind throughout class. That is no problem. All you have to do is notice them, exhale it out, bring your attention back to your deep breath as well as the different sensations you're feeling in your muscles. And feeling those sensations, you're going to be able to know when you need to take a break, when you need to modify. All right? So take this at your pace, enjoy. I want you to feel good after this and proud of yourself for getting here today. Here we go. All right, welcome to yoga. So glad you guys are here to join me for yoga. We are going to actually start seated today. Make sure that you've got your yoga strap. Have a seat. Let's sit with your right leg in front. And let's just bring that chin to our chest. Start to take some deep breaths in and out through our nose. Try to bring ourselves fully present here with those shoulder blades in your imaginary back pockets. As we roll one ear to one shoulder gently, feeling that stretch down the left side of the neck. And let's slowly bring that chin in your chest and switch. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let's look past those fingertips as we place the palms on the ground. Bringing that chin to your chest. Just try to bring yourself fully present here. Focus on your breaths and the sensations that you feel in your muscles. Do your best to put everything to the side and make this 45 minutes about you. Walk around to your left and place that right hand on top. Take your nose towards that left knee. And let's reach that right arm up to the sky. Let's bend your left elbow and let that right arm just droop over the ear. And let's take that left hand, grab that opposite knee, and again, allow yourself to sink down. Deep breath in, reaching the arms up. Exhale, shoulders down, lifting the head up. Gently look over your right shoulder. Good, let's untwist and let's come to your plank. So that's your upper push-up position with those wrists below your shoulders. Abs nice and strong. Let's hug those sides as you come down slowly. Up dog with a nice open chest, lifting that head up. Let's take those knees apart, big toes together, sit yourself back in child's pose. Rest your forehead and let the middle of the chest just sink towards the mat. Let's walk those hands a little closer to the front of the mat. Bring your back side in the air. Rest your forehead and let the middle of the chest again just sink down. And come on up to those hands and knees. Do a nice cat-cow stretch. And then let's tuck those toes under and come to down dog. So with those feet about hip width apart, hips lifted way up. Allow the top of the head to sink down with those Knees and quadriceps nice and relaxed. Good, let's reach those right toes up to the ceiling. Walk our hands back a little bit. Nose towards that left knee and right toes and foot gently swing through. You want to make sure that right knee is right above the ankle. Let's float that chest up. Arms back. You want to tuck the pelvis under, lean back into that crescent lunge. Look past your fingertips and swing through. Inhale up. We're going to take that left foot back just a little bit farther and really lean back. Good. Let's place those palms on the mat. Right foot back. And let's hug those sides. Come on down slow. Up dog, waking up that spine. Feel free to do a push-up or not, totally up to you. And then down dog. Exhale, let's get a little bit warmer. Relax those knees. Relax your quadriceps. And let's walk or softly jump your feet to your hands. Glancing up, lift the tailbone, reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, exhale, we're gonna take that right arm down. Feet together, reach those left fingertips up. Lengthen between rib cage and hip bone, leaning to your right. That right hand grabs the wrist, just gently pull. Keep the head rested, pressing that left foot down. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. Again, left foot pushes down to the mat. Good, front of the mat. Standing back bend. And let's bring those arms down to shoulder height. Take your right foot behind you. Abs are engaged. And then you decide if you're lifting that right leg up higher. It's completely up to you for warrior three. Eyes on a focal point. And let's slowly bring those fingertips down. Bring your chin and your chest, nose towards that left knee. Let's see if those right toes can reach higher. If this left knee can get just a little straighter. And left hand holding onto the ankle. Deep breaths in and out. And exhale, hands down, gently lunge on those right toes. Let's take your left foot back. Abs lifted up, let's hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up is an option. And down dog. How high can those hips lift? And let's let the breath flow up and down the back of those legs. And then let's roll to your right side plank. So your right wrist is directly under the shoulder. You have the option of that right knee being down, or you can straighten both legs. Completely up to you. Allow that left arm to hang heavy and deep breath. Exhale, let's come back to your plank. Lifting those abs and hugging the sides as you come down. Up dog. Push up if you want it, and down dog. Exhale, the head sinks, our body gets a little warmer with each and every transition. Let's gently come to those knees. Give yourself a nice cat stretch. Glancing up. And let's have a seat. Your left leg's going to be in front. We're going to see how tall we can sit up, bringing that chin down. And again, your left leg is in front. Shoulder blades in your imaginary back pockets. Right ear to right shoulder, and left hand slides to the low back. Allow the neck to get a nice stretch. Good, with chin down, switch. Left ear to left shoulder, and that right hand slides to the low back. Chin in the chest. Let's take a nice deep breath in, reach the arms up. And look past those fingertips, palms down. Start to bend the elbows, allow that low back and your hips to release. Winding around to your right with that left hand on top. Let's bring that nose towards your knee. And let's reach those left fingertips to the sky, bending your right elbow. And then taking that right hand, grabbing the opposite knee and gently leaning over. Nice left side stretch. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders down. Glance over your left shoulder as the head pulls up. And let's untwist. Come to those hands and knees. Great cat stretch. And then glance up to the ceiling. Let's come to that upper push-up position. Remember, those knees can stay down or come down whenever you need to. Let's hug the sides. Try to keep your abdominals strong as you come down. Up dog, open chest. Push up if you want to. Down dog. Now connect to your breath. Allow the rib cage and diaphragm to expand and contract. Shift some of that weight from the heel of the hand. Roll a little bit to the knuckles. Lift those hips. Good, with your left toes reaching up. Hands walk back, nose towards that right knee. Left toes as high as possible. And gently swing through. That left knee is right above the ankle. Let's float that chest up. Leaning back into your crescent lunge so your pelvis is tucked under to get that good stretch in the right hip flexor. Look past the fingertips, swing through. Inhale up. Really lean back. Good, palms down. Left foot back. Abs lifted. Come on down slowly. Up dog. Push up if you want, and down dog. Couple deep cleansing breaths here. Feet are relaxed, knees are relaxed. Let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Glance up, lift the tailbone, reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, that left arm's gonna come down. Let's lengthen down our right side, walking our left fingertips down the leg. Left hand grabs the wrist, just gently pull. Rest the head and breathe, half moon. Inhale, lift. Exhale a little bit deeper, right foot pressed into the mat. As we come to the front of the mat, standing back bend. And lowering those arms down to your shoulder, left toes behind you. Abs are scooped in nice and tight. Let's bring that left leg up. You decide how high, totally up to you, warrior three. Fingertips slowly coming down. Chin in your chest. So let's walk those hands a little closer to that right foot. Left toes reach. Nose towards that right knee. Your right knee is as straight as possible. You could hold on to that right ankle. That's completely up to you. Left toes up. Nose towards that knee. And hands walk out. Let's bend the right knee. Gently lunge and bring that right foot behind us. Wrists below your shoulders, abs lifted up, come on down slowly. Up dog. Push up if you want, and down dog. Good, the top of the head sinks towards the mat. Shift that weight a little bit more towards your knuckles. Relax the knees, quadriceps, and feet. As we come to left side plank. So that left wrist can be directly under the shoulder, and your left knee on the mat is an option, or both legs straight. Rolling that right shoulder open, rolling your right hip open, keeping that face nice and calm. Rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract, slowly coming back to plank. Abs engaged, let's hug the sides, come on down. Up dog. Push up if you want it, and down dog. Again, take a couple breaths, really bring your focus back to your breath. Especially exhale out any negativity, most especially negative thoughts and self-talk about yourself. Good, let's reach our right toes up. Walk those hands back. And let's bend that right knee, hanging that leg to the left. Opening up that right hip. Feeling a nice stretch down the right side of the rib cage. As we slide that right knee between our hands for pigeon. And tucking those left toes under, let's walk that leg back. Open the chest and take a breath. As we walk our right foot a little bit closer to that left hand. Just making sure we're not going to roll right. Find the middle of the mat and let's walk those hands out. Rest your forehead and take some breaths. Exhale, feel all the tightness around the outside of that right hip joint dissolving. Let's glance to the right, resting on the left side of the face. And let's slide the right hand to the low back. Just let your shoulders flop, wiggle those fingers a little bit. Deep breaths. Exhale completely each time if possible. And of your next exhale, let's untwist. Let's glance forward and take your left fingertips a little bit farther, rolling that left hip bone back towards the mat. Forehead down and breathe. And let's walk those hands back. Opening your chest. Slide that right knee underneath you. And with your right wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend your right leg behind you. Abs engaged, left arm reaches. Fingertips to toes, how long can you make yourself? With that right foot coming in the air, left hand reaches around to grab it. And let's take that right foot up towards the ceiling, lift yourself out of that right shoulder. Take the top of your foot, gently press it away from you as you breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend out nice and long. Hand and knee down. Let's sit those hips right and bring your right hand on top of the left. Let's untwist. Come up to those knees. Little range of motion work for that right shoulder. Your right thumb leads to lift up. Flip it around. Your right pinky leads, reach as far back as you can. Lift that right pinky up in the back. Flip it around. That right thumb leads to come around. One more time. Right thumb comes up. Flip it around. That pinky leads, really reach. And then that right pinky leads to come up. Flip it around and bring it down. Good. Let's come back to your plank. Abs lifted up. Hugging those sides. Come on down. Make sure you let your chest lead. And let's bring it to up dog. Push up if you want to. Down dog. As you're breathing, top of the head gets closer to the mat, really lifting those hips. And left toes, let's reach them up to the sky. Hands walk back. Nose towards that right knee. Let's let that left leg hang to the right. Opening up that left hip with deep cleansing breaths. On the exhale, as you're ready, that left knee slides between the hands for pigeon. Let's tuck those right toes under, walk that leg back. And as we lift the head, let's take that left foot and walk it towards your right hand. Making sure you're not going to roll left. Belly button facing down. And those hands are going to walk to the middle of the mat. Rest your forehead. Deep breath into the tightness around that left hip joint. Exhale, allow it to dissolve. Let's glance left, resting on the right side of the face. And you can slide that left hand to the low back. These are just suggestions. Take them or leave them. Shoulders relaxed. Exhaling completely each time. Slowly untwisting. Glancing down the middle of the mat. Let's take our right fingertips a little farther. Forehead down and breathe. Good. Let's walk it back. Open up your chest and slide your left knee back. That left wrist is directly under the shoulder. We're going to extend that left leg behind you, as well as your right arm. Spinal balance. Left foot comes to the air. Right hand reaches around to grab it. And we're going to take that left foot up to the ceiling. Lift yourself out of that left shoulder. Top of your left foot pushes away from you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend out and reach. Good. Hand and knee down. Hips left and left hand on top of the right. Let's untwist. Give yourself that nice cat-cow stretch. And let's come back to your plank. After we rotate that left shoulder though. So let's do that range of motion for that left shoulder. Left thumb comes up. Reach it around. Reach as far as you can with that left pinky leading. The left pinky comes up in the back. Flip it around. Bring it around. One more time. Same side. Thumb leads. Reach it around that left pinky leads. Good, pinky comes up in the back. When you need to, flip it around. Very good. Shoulders back. And now come back to your plank. Your second to your last plank of today. Abs lifted, come on down slowly. Knees down whenever you need to. Up dog. Push up if you want to. Down dog. Head sinks down, the hamstrings and calves lengthen. As we bring those right toes up to the ceiling. Hands walk back, nose towards that left knee, and swing that right leg through. Right knee's right above the ankle. Right foot's gonna walk to the right, getting ready for prayer twist. Now, if you need to rest the left knee, you can. And as we twist, if it's too much, stay right here in your lunge. Left elbow comes to the outside of the thigh. Palms together, right elbow is up, and we're breathing. We're not shrugging our shoulders. Gently pressing that left heel away from you. Working on strength and flexibility and balance all at the same time. Let's place one hand down. Other hand down, your left knee comes down, and we're gonna walk the right foot a little bit closer to the middle. Bring it up, and your hands on your right thigh, shoulders down. I want you to sink forward onto your left hip flexor, but notice my knee is still above the ankle. You don't want this to happen. Okay, step that foot up if you need to. Chin down and shoulders down. Now left forearm on the outside of that thigh. We're gonna look over your right shoulder. Right hand slides to the low back as you bend your right knee deep. If you want to, you don't have to, but you could reach back to grab the foot, gently pulling that left heel towards you. Getting that nice left quadricep and hip flexor stretch. On your exhale, very slowly release. Untwist. Right knee down. Knees apart, big toes together. Allow yourself to sit back and take a breath. Slowly coming up to your hands and knees. And let's come to that last plank of today. Wrists below those shoulders. Let's make this a good one. Chest leading, abs are strong. Up dog, lengthen from the top of the head to the tailbone. Push up if you want, down dog. Head sinks down, roll some of the weight to the knuckles rather than the heel of the hand, and let your knees and feet relax. And let's take those left toes up to the ceiling. Hands walk back, nose towards your right knee, take a breath. Gently swing through so that that left knee is right above the ankle. And we're gonna go ahead and go for prayer twist on this side. So you may wanna walk the foot a little bit left. If you need to rest the knee, do. If you ever need to come back to this lunge right here, you're welcome to. So right elbow to the outside of the thigh, palms press together, shoulders press away from the ears. Left elbow up as you're breathing. Calm face, deep breath. on your exhale. One hand down, other hand down with your right knee down. And you're going to walk the left foot a little closer to the middle. Bring your chest up. Hands on your thighs, shoulders down. We want to be able to sink forward onto our right hip flexor, but that left knee stays above the ankle. And now our right forearm comes to the outside of the left thigh. Look over that left shoulder. Left hand to your low back. Bend that left knee deep. If you want to, you can reach back to grab the foot, but you don't have to. Pulling that heel a little closer to your backside, you could. As you slowly untwist, left knee down. Allow those hips to kind of shake from side to side. And let's lower down to the mat. Reaching those arms in the front, engaging your middle. Lift the hands and feet just slightly off the mat and reach long without shrugging your shoulders. Keep breathing. Let's take those arms down to the sides. And let's clasp our fingertips. Pull those shoulder blades down into your imaginary back pockets. Hands off your backside. Deep breath. Release. Let's turn the head to the right. Relax everything. Glance forward. Turn your head to the left. And take a couple breaths. Good. Gently, palms on the mat, pressing yourself to hands and knees. Knees apart. Big toes together. Look up to your right and rotate your wrist. Good. Right hand palm up underneath the left. Let's rest on the right side of the face. Left fingertips walk to the front of the mat. With the left hand at your low back. Shoulders relax. That right ear and cheek get closer to the mat. Slowly untwisting. Let's do the same stretch to the other side. Look up to your left and rotate the wrist. And then left hand palm up underneath. Rest on the left side of the face and allow your right fingertips to walk to the front of the mat. That right hand at the low back. Shoulders just release. Your whole torso should lift as you inhale and lower as you exhale. Slowly untwisting. And let's have a seat at the front of your mat. Make sure whatever you're going to use for your yoga strap is next to you so you'll be able to grab it as we lay down. So let's take those shoulders down, abs are engaged, and let's come to our boat pose. So arms are up. One leg is up or both legs, it's up to you, but really strong through your middle, lifting the toes, knees together if possible. And let's take the soles of the feet together. Pull the heels closer to you. Hold on around your toes so shoulders come down, lift the head, and press those knees down, nose toward your toes. Good, let's bring it up. Bring those knees together. Abs nice and strong. We're going to roll back after this boat pose. One leg or both up. Strong through your middle toes, lifting up. And we're going to come back. Hug those knees into our chest, nice and tight. Shoulders down, glance in one direction. And switch. Good, heads at neutral. Let's draw circles. Massage your low back. Gently in both directions. Both straight arms between the knees. Grab onto ankles or feet. And with soles of the feet facing the ceiling, gently those knees pull down towards your rib cage. Elbows press those knees apart. And let's rock side to side. Just like a happy baby. And you can continue doing this, or your first two fingers, make a hook with your big toes. Press those heels away from you. Allow those knees to relax out and breathe. Good, release. Soles of the feet to the mat. Let's walk those feet farther apart than your hips. Touch those heels if you can. Just gently peel that spine up into your bridge. Pressing those hip bones up. Deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down one vertebra at a time. Let's place the right foot in your yoga strap. Left leg flat. Our right hand's going to hold the yoga strap as we come out to the right. And let's look to your left. Let's keep that left hip rolled down to the mat. Gently pull with your right hand. Lifting that right leg up to the ceiling. Strap to that right heel with a nice relaxed foot. Gently pull the leg towards you and press that right knee away from you. And let's back away, moving the strap to the ball of the foot. Get a nice flex as you pull the leg towards you. Feel free to roll it out or in, depending on what gets you your best right calf stretch. Good, let's take it across the body. Hold the strap with your left hand. Glance to your right and gently pull, stretching straight down your right IT band. Each exhale is your opportunity to deepen that stretch. Let's bring the right leg up. And let's put both feet in the yoga strap. Gently pulling the legs towards you, lifting those hips a little bit. Deep breath. And slowly backing down. Letting the right leg go flat on the mat. And left hand holds that strap. Let's take it out to the left. And let's make sure that your right hip stays nice and rolled to the mat as you gently pull with your left hand. And let's take that left leg straight up. Strap towards your heel, relaxed foot. Gently pull the leg in and press that left knee away from you. And backing away, let's take care of the left calf and lower leg. So flex that foot. Gently pull that leg in. Feel free to roll that foot out or in. Deep breaths. And release. Let's take it across the body. Right hand holding the strap. Glance to your left and just gently pull. Allow that left IT band to lengthen. And release as you are ready. Place that yoga strap down and let's lengthen your body from fingertips to toes. How long can you make yourself? And then just slide those arms down somewhere near your sides. They can be palms up, palms down. It's up to you. Allow the feet to flop out naturally and breathe. You've made it to your last pose. Total resting pose. Just breathing in and out through the nose, eyes closed, and that rib cage and diaphragm is expanding as you inhale, deflating as you exhale. Let's pull all of your breath to the very top of the head. Exhale, let's allow that breath to flow across your forehead. Roll across your temples and across the back of the head. Across your eyes and your nose and cheekbones. As you notice your breath flowing across the back of your jaw and straight down the sides and back of the neck. Rolling across the top of your shoulders. Feel your chest open up and the shoulders just relax to the mat as your upper back releases as well. With the breath flowing down your arms, rounding your elbows and flowing straight down your forearms to your wrists, palms, and the top of your hand. Notice the breath between your fingers and all the way to your fingertips. As you exhale, just moving the fingers gently, letting all the tension and tightness escape through your fingertips. The breath starting to surround your rib cage, one rib at a time. And flowing from your mid-back down to your low back. Across your waist and your abdominals. With a deep breath in. Exhale, allow your hips and glutes to just relax to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins, and calves. Ankles, and then feel the breath round your heels, flowing up the arch of your foot and rolling across the top of your foot. Between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. As you exhale, move the toes gently. Let anything negative just escape through those toe tips. Feeling a sense of peace and a fresh perspective on the rest of your day. You're ready to take it on. So continuing to breathe, we're going to be nice to ourselves, coming out of this position slowly. Let's place one foot on the mat, bending that knee. And just as you're ready, go ahead and let the other leg join it. as you're breathing, you can roll to one side. Your bottom arm is your pillow. And just rest there for a couple breaths. At the end of your exhale, just gently press yourself up to a nice sitting position. Sitting up nice and tall. The deep breath in, let's reach those arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Surrender everything in that head to your heart. Thanks for joining me for yoga. You guys have a blessed day. Namaste.